Yes, dear student, once again I welcome all of you in a new session. New session means new chapter, and new chapter is magnetic effects of electric current. And in previous chapter we have studied heating effect of electric current. And the third effect which we discussed, that is chemical effect of electric current, we shall be discussing in class 12th. So here in this session, we are going to discuss about the magnets, which you must have enjoyed in lower classes. And most of you have played with the magnets also. How do these how do two magnets behave with each other? And some of you must have made magnets also. Magnet means electromagnet, some of you must have made. And we shall be studying magnetic field. What is magnetic field? What are magnetic field lines? And what are the magnetic field lines produced due to a current carrying conductor? And second, magnetic field lines due to a straight current carrying conductor. So there is a difference between current carrying conductor and a straight current carrying conductor. This you will be enjoying here, I'm sure. And this is very important chapter. Right now we are starting. Yes, dear students, now we are going to start our topic with four lines. Running away from any problem only increases the difference from solution. The easiest way is to escape from the problem, is to solve it. So don't run away from the problems, instead try to solve the problems. Get the solution and you will get happiness, and you will get success also. So now, what is a magnet? What is a magnet? So a magnet, in class 7th, I'm sure that all of you have been taught magnets and permanent magnets and temporary magnets. So a magnet is an object or a device. Why do we say device? We shall be studying, right? So it's an object or a device that gives off an external magnetic field, a magnetic field which is experienced by any other magnetic material around it. So external, right? Basically it applies a force. The force of attraction, it can be force of attraction or a force of repulsion over a distance on other magnet. On other magnets it can attract or it can repel. Electric currents, beam of charge, circuits, or magnetic materials. Magnetic material like iron, nickel, cobalt. Magnetism can also be caused by electric currents. This we shall be studying in this chapter. That is the magnetic effect of electric currents. Very important and very useful in day-to-day life or daily life. The most common metals which are used for to make permanent magnets are iron, nickel, and cobalt. And some alloys of rare earth metals are also used to make uh, permanent magnets. So here I am taking one example, Al-Nico. Al-Nico means aluminium, nickel, and cobalt. So Al-Nico is a magnet, is a permanent magnet, which is made up of aluminium, nickel, and cobalt. These three metals are used to make permanent magnet named Al-Nico. Right? Other metals like copper, iron, and titanium can also be included to make this permanent magnet. Now, in 7th, some of you must be remembering that paramagnetic and ferromagnetic, these words must have been discussed. So, paramagnetic, it refers to materials like aluminium or platinum, which becomes magnetized in a magnetic field, but their magnetism disappears when the magnetic field is removed. Means they behave as a magnet as long as magnetic field is applied to them, right? But ferromagnetic refers to materials such as iron and nickel. They can retain their magnetic properties when the magnetic field is removed. Uh, an iron piece can be converted into a magnet. It can be converted into a magnet, right? So I'm not going in detail because this is not in class 10th chapter. So generally just we have discussed. So iron is an extremely well-known ferromagnetic metal. Means iron can be converted very easily into a permanent magnet. Now we are going to discuss. I am saying we are going to discuss. Me, you, and me, students and teacher, both are both are studying, both are discussing properties of a magnet. Magnets attract objects of iron, cobalt, and nickel. Means magnetic materials are attracted by the magnets. Number two, the force of attraction of a magnet is greater at its pole, at its pole than in the middle. We can do activity also to show it, and I'm sure activities you must have done in class 7. Like pole of two magnets repel each other, means north and north repel, magnets will run away from each other, and north and south attract each other, right? I'm sure you must have enjoyed this activity. This means opposite poles of two magnets attract each other, we can say. If a bar magnet is suspended, bar magnet, this is a bar magnet, you can see, it is suspended freely. The word is free. Freely means that it should not have any other magnetic material around it. It should not have any other magnet around it. So then it stops in north and south direction. Means the magnet is used to find out the north and south directions, right? And on the basis of this, a magnetic compass is made, right? Which help us to find out the direction. So now the new topic is magnetic field. Magnetic field. It's not only field, it's magnetic field. So here you can see I have taken one magnet. This magnet is there. So if you put another magnet here, okay, at this distance, so it may not be influenced. It may not have any force of attraction or repulsion. If you keep bringing the magnet near it, so at this point, if north and north of another magnet is kept, it may have repulsion. Or if you keep a magnetic compass here, it may show some deflection. So, but here it may not show the deflection. It means magnetic compass. So this means this is the field, this is the area, It can show deflection here, it can show deflection here, it can show deflection, but it may not show deflection here when magnetic compass is kept here. So this means magnetic field, it is a region or area around a magnet in which the force of attraction or repulsion, both. Attraction means if magnetic material is there, it will be attracted by the magnet. Repulsion, when we bring another magnet with north pole here, so north and north repel, so repulsion of the magnet can be experienced by a magnetic substance. So the substance should be magnetic only, means which can be attracted by the magnet or can be repelled by the magnet. Magnetic substance is important here, right? So magnetic field is a quantity. This has a direction as well as a magnitude. Its direction is always from north to south. It starts, magnetic field lines start from north. You can see here, this is the magnetic compass which has been placed here and here. So this north and north, we know, north and north repel, like poles repel. So this arrowhead is north, so it is moving away. So it is coming to south. So magnetic field lines, they originate, or their direction is from north to south. Okay, if it is free to move means with a free north pole. Free means it should not have any other magnetic material near it. If you keep any magnetic material here, so this magnetic compass will be attracted by this, though it has to move to this end, right? So free word is there. Free means, again I am repeating, there should be no any other magnetic material near the magnetic compass, near this region, right? So the direction of magnetic field is taken to the direction in which a free north pole of magnetic compass needle moves inside it. Inside means inside magnetic field. Okay, field area, magnetic field area, right? And here, when we say that it has magnitude also, here you can see here near the poles here, strength of magnetic pole field is higher. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magnetic field lines are there, and these are very close to each other. So this means here its magnetic field is strong. An object can attract or push away another magnetic material. This we have done. Magnetic forces are not related to gravity. It's not like gravity that Earth is pulling any object towards it and always pulling an object towards it, right? the amount of gravity is based on an object's mass. We know that W is equal to m into g. The weight will be more if mass is more. G remains same. Acceleration due to gravity remains same. While magnetic field strength is based on the material that the object is made of. This is the difference. Very important difference here. You have to understand, right? So this is very important to understand between gravity and magnetic field strength. So magnetic field strength is based on magnetic material. Of which material this magnet is made of? Right? Permanent magnet. What is the composition of permanent magnet? Of what material it is made of? If we talk about the electromagnets, we shall be studying how the strength of electromagnet can be increased or decreased, right? Or how the direction of force can be changed. So though amount of gravity is based on object of mass. Again, I am repeating because W is equal to m into g. M into g, right? So g is same, but mass. If mass is more, the weight of the object will be more. Now next. After studying this magnetic field, now we are going to discuss what are magnetic field lines. What do we call these lines? It means these lines starting from north to south. You can see arrowhead is showing a direction north to south. Right? The magnetic field lines or we can say magnetic field is different from electric field. We shall be studying here. What are the differences? So although both types of fields, magnetic field and electric field, are interconnected, they do different things. The idea of magnetic field lines and magnetic field was first was given by Michael Faraday and later by James Clerk Maxwell. James Clerk Maxwell, very important name. We shall be using this right in coming topics. So both of these English scientists made great discoveries in the field of electromagnetism, Faraday and magnetism. So first we shall be discussing Maxwell in coming topics and then Faraday, right? And because of Faraday, we are performing our works in some situations, right? What are the situations we shall be discussing when we discuss Michael Faraday? Just you have to remember it. So the direction of magnetic field, at a point is the direction of resultant force acting on a free hypothetical north pole. Resultant force acting on a free hypothetical. Again, I am using word free, means if this is here magnet is kept and north is showing this direction, then there should be no any other magnetic material. There should be no any other magnet, okay, or no any other magnetic material that may change the direction of free north pole. The north end of the needle of a compass, here it is the north, arrow is showing north. The north end of the needle of compass indicates the direction. This is showing the direction here, north to south, right? Direction of magnetic field at the point where it is placed. Now, how to represent magnetic field lines? So, as we have discussed, a magnetic field line is described by drawing magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines when a small magnetic north pole. North pole means we use magnetic compass here. North pole means magnetic compass is placed in a field created by a magnet. Means in the field, magnetic field around a magnet. So then free north pole, just we have discussed why do we use this word free, means there is no external magnetic field except this one magnet, okay. So it will experience a force, and if the north pole is free, so it will move under the influence of magnetic field. Only one magnetic field is there, therefore it is free. No other magnet is present near it, so it is not influencing the north pole, free north pole, right? So the path traced by the north magnetic pole, free to move under the influence of magnetic field, is called magnetic field lines. So this means the path traced by the free north pole in the magnetic field of a magnet is known as magnetic field lines. So in the activity here I'm going to perform one activity, and you can see how magnetic field lines are drawn, and how do they, or from where they originate and where they enter, not end word is not used, right? So now let's see activity. Yes, dear students, today we are going to do one more activity. So here I am going to show you magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. For this activity, I have taken a bar magnet. This is bar magnet, and this is a white spot. It is showing north pole. This is showing north, and this is south pole. And this is a magnetic compass. A4 sheet. A4 sheet. Two thumb pins are there. I have fixed this A4 sheet with help of thumb pins on the ड्राइंग बोर्ड. इसके ऊपर हमने ड्राइंग बोर्ड के ऊपर थंब पिन की हेल्प से A4 शीट को फिक्स कर दिया है. इस शीट के ऊपर हम मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस को ड्रॉ करेंगे. तो सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, हमने एक बार मैग्नेट को जो लिया है इसको पेपर के ऊपर रखा और इसकी बाउंड्री ड्रॉ करेंगे. इसकी बाउंड्री ड्रॉ करेंगे. सो यू कैन सी दिस इज वाइट स्पॉट इज शोइंग नॉर्थ. तो इसकी हमने बाउंड्री ड्रॉ करी विद द हेल्प ऑफ पेंसिल. पेंसिल की सहायता से हमने इसका बाउंड्री ड्रॉ कर लिया, एंड ये बाउंड्री पूरा हो गया. एंड ये नॉर्थ पोल है, तो यहाँ हमने लिख दिया नॉर्थ. दिस इज नॉर्थ पोल एंड दिस इज साउथ पोल. एंड आफ्टर दिस हमने बार मैग्नेट को लिया. दिस बार मैग्नेट के पास मैग्नेटिक कंपास को लिया, एंड मैग्नेटिक कंपास को हम रखेंगे नॉर्थ पोल के पास. दिस मैग्नेटिक कंपास इज प्लेस नियर नॉर्थ पोल, एंड वी नो दैट लाइक पोल्स रिपेल ईच अदर एंड अनलाइक पोल अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. So therefore north will attract south, north will be repelled here. So यहाँ पे north जो है repel हो जाएगा. तो ये हमने यहाँ पे इसको इस कॉर्नर पर रख दिया. तो north is being repelled here. So here I am marking this point. यहाँ पर एक point हमने लगा दिया. ये इसकी दिशा को दिखा रहा है. Now I am removing this magnetic compass. इसको हमने इस तरह से रखा कि साउथ इस पॉइंट के ऊपर आ रहा है, और फिर हमने यहाँ पर मार्क कर दिया इसको. ये मार्क कर दिया, फिर इसको उठाया, अगेन इट इज प्लेस हियर. साउथ इज ऑन दिस पॉइंट. आई एम मार्किंग इट हियर. नाउ दिस वे यू कैन सी द डायरेक्शन हैज स्टार्टेड चेंजिंग. इसकी दिशा जो है बदलनी शुरू हो गई है. इस तरह से हमने फिर इसको इस पॉइंट के ऊपर साउथ आ रहा है, और ये पॉइंट लगाया, एंड अगेन यू कैन सी नाउ डायरेक्शन इज चेंजिंग. इसको हमने ये लगाया पॉइंट, एंड पॉइंट के ऊपर फिर इसको रखा, एंड दिस वे, एंड फाइनली यू कैन सी हियर दिस नॉर्थ इज बीइंग अट्रैक्टेड बाय द साउथ. So this shows that magnetic field lines are starting from north and enter the south, not ends at the south. तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन जो है वो साउथ पर एंटर करती है, ख़त्म नहीं होती है, राइट. सो आफ्टर दिस हमने इसको ज्वाइन कर दिया. इसको ज्वाइन किया, एंड आप देखिए इसको. सो इट इज मेकिंग अ कर्व. ये इसको ज्वाइन किया, एंड ये डायरेक्शन नॉर्थ टू साउथ. नाउ सेकेंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आई एम गोइंग टू ड्रॉ हियर. इट इज प्लेस्ड हियर. इसको थोड़ा सा हमने उस स्थान से अलग रखा, एंड अगेन मार्किंग हियर. दिस डायरेक्शन इज चेंजिंग. यस, इट इज़ क्रॉसिंग द पेज. इसकी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन बहुत बड़ी है, तो इसकी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड देखिए यहाँ से शुरू हो रही है नॉर्थ से, और ये इस तरह से चलती जा रही है, और इसके बाहर जाके तब ये कर्व बनकर आएगा. सो इसके अंदर रखते देखते हैं. तो दिस साइड व्हेन आई एम प्लेसिंग इट हियर, सो पॉइंट इज हियर. नाउ यू कैन सी हाउ इट इज चेंजिंग डायरेक्शन. यस, और इसकी दिशा परिवर्तित होती आ रही है नॉर्थ ऑफ पोल की. नाउ हियर, सो व्हेन आई ज्वाइन दिस पॉइंट्स, इनको पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन करते हैं, तो देखिए इस तरह से आ रहे हैं.
तो here also magnetic field line, it is starting from north and entering the south. तो यहाँ पे दो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन चल रही हैं, लेकिन ये कभी भी काटती नहीं है. तो दिस प्रॉपर्टी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. Two magnetic field lines never intersect each other at any point. They never intersect at each other at any point. They start from north pole and enter the south pole. Same way we can draw magnetic field lines this side also. Here I am drawing same thing. Here you can see direction is changing. Yes. अब इनको हमने ज्वाइन किया. These points are being joined. Again we are getting a curve, and direction is from north to south. Direction of north pole is the direction of magnetic field line here. Now second I am going to draw here. So here you can see how its direction is changing. ये भी साउथ पोल की तरफ चलती आ रही है. It is also coming towards south pole. Now enter the south pole. You can see it is entering the south pole. So inside the magnet, inside the bar magnet, magnetic field lines are from south to north. Outside the bar magnet, north to south, and inside the magnet, these are from south to north. So this means magnetic field lines make a complete loop. Complete loop. Now I am going to join. Here also you can see these magnetic field points are being joined. Here also, this north to south. So here neither this side nor this side magnetic field lines are intersecting each other. Right now at the center, what happens if I keep it here at the center? Just see. Now, what will be the direction of magnetic field line here? You can see it is straight. It is straight. Now, at the center, magnetic field line is straight. This is the direction. And now if I keep it here, so here north is being attracted by south. You can see here. So here coming out from north, and here entering the south. North is entering into south here. So here. So here direction of magnetic field is this way. So starting from north, then taking the curve, then entering the south here. So same way we can draw the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet on its both sides. And from this we learn that two magnetic field lines never intersect each other at any point. When I keep it here, when it is kept here, you can see it is showing the direction. And if I remove the bar magnet, then let's see what happens. When I remove the bar magnet, so the direction of this pole is also changed. Direction of north pole is also changed. Right? When it is kept here, then it comes back to now again its direction is changed. Right? So this means it is showing the direction in the presence of magnet only. I am sure that you must have understood, and you can do this activity at home. Thank you.
Activity of magnetic field lines, we are going to discuss difference between electric field and magnetic field. Right? Yes. Now, the source of electric field is electric charge, while the source of magnetic field is current element. Current element, or we can say a permanent magnet, like this bar magnet. This is bar magnet. Current element means when current is passed through a conductor, then magnetic field is produced around it. Electric field is a scalar quantity, and magnetic field, it has magnitude as well as direction. So therefore, it is a vector quantity. You can see here magnitude is high. Here it is, and direction is also there from north to south. So therefore, it is vector quantity. Scalar, this electric field is scalar because here you can see magnitude is same here. right? So direction is there only. So from positive to here negative. The source of electric field is an electric charge. The source of magnetic field is not a magnetic charge because an isolated pole means a north pole or a south pole can't exist. So south and north pole, they always exist in pair, right? Pair. One end is north, another end is south. The source of electric field is an electric charge. Here it has its, you can see a positive charge and this negative charge. Okay, magnetic field is, electric field is originating from positive and here it is coming towards negative. Electric field lines do not make a closed loop. Like here, magnetic field lines make closed loop, means north to south, then inside south to north. So it's a closed loop, starting from north, entering the south, then coming out from north. So this is very, very important to remember, while it doesn't happen here in case of electric field. So these are the some basic differences. Now, this is again important topic, that what are the properties of magnetic field lines? Uh, Magnetic field lines are they are called vector quantity because they have direction north to south, and then they have magnitude because they are very close to each other near the poles. So their magnetic field strength is high. So therefore, it has magnitude as well as direction. The magnetic field lines emerge or start or emerge from north pole and merge at south pole or enter the south pole, not ends. Okay. Inside the magnet, the direction of magnetic field lines is from south to north. Okay. And magnetic field lines are closed curve because they emerge from north, enter the south, then come out from north. So therefore, closed loop, right? Closed curve, right? So the relative strength of magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. So we have seen here the magnetic field lines are very close to each other near the poles, but they are away from each other at the center, right? So therefore, relative strength of magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. The magnetic field strength is more at poles, this I have discussed, and less at the center. Magnetic field lines never intersect or cross each other. Reason we are going to discuss, right? So they never. This one mark question is asked generally on this. Why two magnetic field lines do not intersect each other, right? At any point. Here, we are going to discuss why two magnetic field lines never intersect at any point. So you will never see magnetic field lines cutting each other at any point. This is the point here. So reason, this way you have to write down. This is due to the fact that the resultant force on north pole of the magnetic compass at any point can be only in one direction. At one point, north direction can be only one. Okay, magnetic compass can show only one north direction. But if two magnetic field lines, MFL means magnetic field lines, intersect one another at one point, then the resultant force on north pole of the magnetic compass at that point of intersection will be along two directions. At one point, two direction can't be there, can't be possible, right? So therefore, magnetic field lines do not intersect. So this is a diagram you have to draw. So this is the tangent when it is taking curve. So because of magnet, this is the curve, but the north pole is is showing this direction. And at this point, if this is another magnetic field, the north pole is showing this direction. So therefore, these two magnetic field lines never intersect at any point. So the tangent at any point on the magnetic field lines gives the direction of magnetic field at that point. So what does it mean? So tangent means if we remove the magnet, uh, which is placed near the magnetic compass, or we can say the magnetic compass which is showing deflection because of magnet. If magnet is removed, the direction of north pole will be, the north pole will be free, and that will be the tangent. The north pole show the right direction. Okay, tangent show. And here it is taking curve because of the presence of magnetic field, because of the magnet. So therefore we say that the tangent at any point on the magnetic field lines give the direction of magnetic field at that point. Yes, I am sure that now you must have understood each topic which has been discussed, and you must have enjoyed this session. And activities you can perform. This one activity which I showed you, you can perform at home also. Magnetic compass and magnets. Generally, these are available here in the shop also, and most of you must be having it home also, right? And we shall be discussing in next session. We shall be discussing that what is the relationship between electricity and magnetism, and what kind of magnetic field is produced by a straight current carrying conductor and magnetic field by a current carrying conductor. And now I am leaving the classroom with these three lines. Talent wins, teamwork and intelligence wins championship. So remember these lines. We have to work in team and we have to be intelligent also to get the championship. Not only we have to win the games, we have to win the championship. Thank you.